The two brothers. In a place called Bhuvanagiri lived two brothers in the house left them by their father. Life was quite peaceful until the two brothers decided to get married. The elder brother married a girl from a poor family, whilst the younger brother's wife came from a rich family. From the very onset, the two wives spent their time bickering and quarreling. The elder brother's wife would never stop proclaiming that as she was married to the elder brother, she was the mistress of the entire household. The younger brother's wife was a spitfire and screeched for all to hear that she was not taking orders from anyone, especially that silly woman. Sooner than be driven mad by this incessant quarreling, the two brothers decided to share their inheritance and live in separate houses. Eventually, the elder brother raised a large family of 9 children, but with so many mouths to feed, he found it very hard to make two ends meet. The younger brother, with the help of his wife's dowry, had purchased a large farm and was fairly prosperous. One day, the elder brother asked his brother for the loan of a pair of bullocks to plough his fields, as he could ill afford to buy any work animals. The younger brother readily agreed, as he owned plenty of bullocks and could afford to be generous on occasions. A surprise was in store for the elder brother when he went to his brother's farm to collect the bullocks. For there was a total stranger busy plowing the land. Who are you? He asked the stranger. And how long have you worked for my brother? Good sir, I am your brother's attendant spirit, replied the stranger very meekly. I labor here all day so that your brother can take things easy and still prosper. Then why is it I have no attendant spirit? It is unfair that I should have to labor from dawn to dusk. But you do have an attendant spirit, replied the stranger, pointing to a clump of trees. He is over there, fast asleep as usual, but I doubt if you can awaken him. Feeling that he was being badly treated, the elder brother strode across to the clump of trees and picking up a stout stick gave the sleeping figure a good thwack. Jumping to his feet and vigorously rubbing where he had been hit, the spirit woefully cried, "Why did you beat me?" "What a lazy spirit you are," shouted the elder brother. "Whilst my brother's spirit works hard, you are content to sleep all day. I will certainly beat you until you do some work." "Don't beat me," cringed the spirit. "I am not really lazy. Your brother's spirit can do farm work, but I am an educated spirit and I am only good in a business. You are absurd in addition to being lazy. Where do you think I can get the money to start a business when my family is starving?" "But you do not need capital," replied the spirit. "All you need is brains. With me at your side, you are bound to do well. We can start by dealing in old clothes, empty bottles, and worn out shoes. Let us go to the city and I will show you. This sounded as though it had possibilities, so the elder brother decided to move to the city without delay. When all was packed and loaded on carts, he heard loud moanings at the back of his house. There he discovered an old hag sitting on the ground, moaning and pulling her hair. Who are you? He demanded. I am your misfortune, replied the old woman between her sobs. I have lived here with you all these years and have been very happy. Now you are thinking of going away. It is not fair after I have served you so faithfully with so much misfortune. The elder brother rushed into the house and quickly emptying a large chest, carried it round to the back of the house. Come along, old woman, he entreated, opening the chest. Just jump inside and I will see that you are safely looked after. The old hag ceased her moaning and groaning and clambered into the chest. As soon as she was inside, the elder brother banged down the lid and secured it with a hefty great padlock. He then dug a deep hole in the yard, and when this was to his liking, he pushed the chest into it and did not pause until he had filled the hole with earth, thankful to have buried his misfortune forever. With the passing of months, the elder brother, with the assistance of his attendant spirit, set up a business in the city dealing mainly in old clothes and old bottles. Then, as this business prospered, he started another shop for textiles, and this also did extremely well. Naturally, rumors of his prosperity reached the ears of the younger brother, who decided to pay a visit to the city, being curious at his brother's good fortune. When the brothers met, the younger brother lost no time in asking how, after so many years of penury, his brother had so quickly become a successful merchant. It was all so simple, the elder brother declared. I discovered that old hag of misfortune was living with me, so I bundled her into a chest and buried her in my backyard. The younger brother was filled with jealousy at his brother's change of fortune and vowed to do him an ill turn. Hurrying back to their native village, the younger brother went immediately to his brother's old home and, after a lot of frantic digging, discovered the buried chest. When at last he managed to break the lock, the old hag jumped out of the chest and threw her arms around the younger brother. You have come for me. Now we shall live happily together. Away with you, he said curtly, trying to get out of her embrace. You belong to my elder brother. The old hag gave a toothless grin. I do not want anything to do with your brother. I am going to live with you in future. How the younger brother ruled the day. Now he was saddled with the old hag, and already bad luck seemed to come his way each day. Oh dear, if only he had not been madly jealous of his brother's good fortune. Thank you very much. Now, some word power. From the very onset, the two wives spent their time bickering and quarreling. Onset. ONSET. Onset means a beginning or start. Bicker. BICKER. Bicker means argue about petty and trivial matters. The elder brother's wife would never stop proclaiming that as she was married to the elder brother, she was the mistress of the entire household. Mistress of house means a woman in a position of authority or control. The younger brother's wife was a Spitfire. Spitfire. Spitfire means a person with a fierce temper. Sooner than be driven by this incessant quarreling, the two brothers decided to share their inheritance and live in separate houses. Incessant, INCESSANT. Incessant means something regarded as unpleasant, continuing without pause or interruption. Don't beat me, cringed the spirit. Cringe, CRINGE. Cringe means bend one's head and body in fear in a servile manner. When all was packed and loaded on carts, he heard loud moanings at the back of the house. There he discovered an old hag sitting on the ground, moaning and pulling her hair. Old hag means an ugly old woman. The elder brother rushed into the house and quickly emptying a large chest, carried it round to the back of the house. Chest, CHEST. Chest means a large strong box. Come along, old woman, he entreated. Entreat means request politely. The old hag ceased her moaning and groaning and clambered into the chest. Clamber, CLAMBER. Clamber means climb or move in an awkward way using hands and feet. As soon as she was inside, the elder brother banged down the lid and secured it with a hefty great padlock. Padlock, PADLOCK. Padlock means portable locks with shackles used in old times. When the brothers met, the younger brother lost no time in asking how, after so many years of penury, his brother had so quickly become a successful merchant. Penury, PENURY. Penury means extreme poverty. Thank you very much.